Good evening, everyone. This is Veldran, and I'm going to take you around the universe, or more specific, one specific galaxy called Eltiensleen, which is something like the ninth galaxy in No Man's Sky. We ended there a couple of days ago, and we have been venturing through it yesterday, and it seems positive so far. So the agenda today is the normal stuff. We deal with the frigates first, then pick up our farming materials, and then we venture out to start moving towards the center. Well, slowly at this point, and doing some missions as we come across them. That is pretty much where we're going for now. And yeah, that is kind of the plans. So let's get started. This was a balanced, relatively short. There's a little bit of this and that, so not too bad. The other one is still on the way. One was 25 hours, so it won't even be back at the end today. That is just a shame, but that's how it is. But I guess we will get there at some point. So today is Thursday, and then there will be 2 days I won't stream, and I'll be back on Sunday again. Sunday will be a little bit special because that will be my last day streaming for probably 2 weeks, and might even be a little bit longer. I will Sunday explain why. So you will need to keep an eye on my Twitch page. Industrial, it's a lot of materials, no coins. Okay, I can live with that. Coins I'm very good at making myself, so that's kind of okay. So a trade one, it seems to be mainly coins, so not too much fun stuff. So let's see what we got in here. That one was a surprise, so that goes to the sales department. The same with this one. Activated. Cadmium. These should actually be here. Oh, wait. So, uranium. So now I have so much I will sell on stack. The indium I'm just leaving there for now. Those I sell, that is 17. So 30 bronze is the one I get the least for some reason. And it's actually weird how it pans out. Theoretically, you should have kind of a equal chance of getting things. I don't know if I should put these aside, but now I've done it, so I might regret it. So yeah, I have a lot of indium down here. It shouldn't really be sitting out on the outer side, because I need sometimes the space in the freighter. Okay, then I have these. I know they're not supposed to be there, but just to get it a little bit out of the way. So we will send 4 of the frigate missions off. We should have enough fuel to do so. At least we do now, I assume. So that's the good part. So I can actually only send off 3, even though I have space for 4, but 2 of them were sent off after midnight, so we have 4 trade, and there's 2 trade, so that is fine. The other one should be equally fine. Then the balance problem here is now I don't have actually a trade one, so I will need to pick move with high. That's actually okay, so I will have to wait until the end of stream with the rest of them, so Just double check that everything is cleaned out. That one is not. Yeah, that actually looks fine. Starship, that should be, except for what has to be down here. Actually moving that over on the freighter, then I can reach it if I need it. So everything up here is for sale. Looks fine. Good. Then we'll take the farming run. And get everything we have been growing since yesterday. When was the last time we did the farming? And this is going to take a little bit of time to get around to all the bases with have farming, but yeah. It's one of the things that for me start feeling a little bit like a chore, and I'm not 100% sure I actually like it, but on the other hand I do want the stuff I farm, so I kind of have a purpose. Worst case, you can just see me as being greedy. I do not agree with that, but it is very often like that when people have a lot of stuff, then they're greedy. But those of you who've been watching me for a while know that I'm actually hoarding more than I'm greedy, and it's not about the money. It's well, I don't know what it is. It's just hoarding. I think it's down to that, and that's one of my flaws. And it's not only in No Man's Sky, it's in any game. If I can hoard something, I will. I have been very bad in other games. And in games like World of Warcraft, I've been saving stuff I had from I started playing. Is it of any use? Probably not. But on the other hand, sometimes when people need something, they come and ask me. And yeah. That doesn't really work out in this, but that's kind of the whole thing. But on the other hand, when I come through the center of the galaxy and I have broken ships and stuff like that, I can always pretty easy repair them, and it makes it easier for me when I play. Do I need all the money I have gathered? No, probably not. Not at this point. The thing is, I can easily make much more money as well. But it's not. I'm not trying to actually make anyone feel bad because they have less, or that's not my purpose with this. It all started out that I did want to have enough coinage so I could buy any ship I came across I wanted. But to my luck, I would say many of the ships I got from crashed ships, which is actually free. And those crashed ships I didn't want, I scrapped. And that made kind of the foundation of my wealth as I have it now. And I still run into distressed ships, and I still scrap when I can't use them, of course. So should all do if you get to that situation. It looks very dark here. So maybe I should put some light on, but that will have to wait till later. So remember, you can use the chat if you have questions to the game, comments to the game. I am used to people ask very basic questions from when they start playing, if there's something they don't really understand or know how to get around things or how to do things even. There's been questions regarding basic survival. When people have encountered something, what can I use this for? That's a very common question. How do I do this? How do I get this ship? What is this ship? What is the difference between galaxies? And so on. Feel free. And there's no stupid questions, because if there's something you don't know, it's a question, and it's absolutely not stupid. And of course, feel free to just say hello or whatever you want. And don't, if English is not your first language, it's not mine either. So don't bother with that. We all sing with the beak we have been provided. So So this is good, one of the good mining operations. Get radon and indium, and that's why I have so much indium, because I haven't actually been using it. I was tempted to make chromatic metal out of some of it, but I will have to do that off stream, because otherwise I do not want anyone to sit and watch me do that for half and whole hours. There is no need for that. That is not very entertaining to look at. So you might ask yourself, why does he have so many plants? Well, I have a purpose to actually produce some of the so-called luxury goods. Again, it's something I do in end of stream very often, sit a little bit with it when I clean up all the different things which has come in during the stream. And that egg walk, that is again one of the things that I will say that for some people these things are actually very beneficial, because they didn't know you can do that. So I made a base called Dave's Dump, because the Kiko Galaxy we actually called Dave for making it easier to pronounce. That Gallr is killing my tongue. But there is nothing on that base except for a teleporter, and that's it. But that is very close to the center of the Kiko Galaxy, or the Dave Galaxy. Then I jumped onto the Eltiensleen Galaxy, and that's where we're going now, to continue with our missions. I also think that the second mission for the living ship will start up at some point soon. It came back online yesterday evening, but it didn't actually activate, so we'll have to take it from there. So I have emerged a little bit as a trader, and the thing is, I buy things not at these prices, because they are not low enough, but when you go to planetary trade stations, you will find 2-3 different ones, which is -30 to -50, and when they are lower than from -30 and down, I will buy it and then sell it when I come across where it is plus something. Then I know I always gain at least 30 to 50%, but often way more. the thing is, I have built up my fighter. It has all storage slots. So if you see I'm scanning it, it will say S100 plus 60. So I have 100 slots for cargo. That would be these down here. There's 100 slots, and up in the technology area there is 60. So that is filled up, and I can put all the stuff I want on it, and I do sometimes, even though I haven't filled it up fully yet. So I don't think I had any. I have one with sentinels, but that has to come as it comes. So apart from the egg, there is nothing really going on. So I will just jump on to the next one, look at the missions, and when it suddenly sends me off to do the mission for the living ship, I will just do that and see how that goes. That is kind of all new for me, so that's the things I'm not sure exactly how well it will go, but so I do not like shooting at the freighter, because that has a tendency to send authorities on my back. And you know, authorities in this game is Sentinel, Interceptors, and I do sometimes make mistakes. No doubt about that. Okay. That went quite well, actually. But no, don't get me wrong, I'm not a super player. I think I do okay, and that's my aim. I have fun playing, and that for me is the most important thing, not being the best player. I do like challenges when I encounter them, and I do take them sometimes. So it with a B freighter, I'm not even going to be tempted. So as I said, feel free to ask questions. If I can't answer them, I will let you know, of course. However, there are sometimes some very experienced guys coming on, and they might actually be able to help. They are very, very good. They know a lot of the little tips and tricks. But remember, with No Man's Sky, it's your game. You play exactly like you want. There's no right or wrong. There are sometimes easy ways or hard ways or something in between. But how you do it is absolutely your choice. And that's how it should be. You play like you feel is fun for you, not what's fun for someone else. And if your favorite ship is a C-class shuttle, which I might say some not very nice things about, it's still your game, and it's exactly the things you want to do, you do. So the thing is, I don't want to waste my money on upgrades, which is not necessarily very good. The one thing I always look for is the price of wiring looms. If they are cheap, I tend to buy them. I haven't done for a while, but let me explain what I regard cheap. If the price, I'm as low as now 50,000 or less, I would buy or consider buying. Earlier I would say from 60 and down, but they go up. The most expensive I found so far is 120,000. So, and you need a lot when you repair your ship and your multi-tool and your exosuit when things break. So stock up when they are cheap. Just saying.
Product received.
And again, you don't have to.
Units received.
You can choose and do exactly like you want. I give recommendations. It's up to you whether you want to take it or not.
Units received.
I am not going to be offended if you say, no, that's not for me. Actually, I encourage you to do so. Don't let me tell you how to play. It's your game. And that's how it should be. But I do cherish a little bit of advice or suggestions or hints in the chat. So if you see me do things different from you, feel free to actually say, hey, I do it this way. Because like everyone else, I actually do like learning new things. And someone has suggested me to do things a little bit different, and I picked it up, and it was actually brilliant. So I like learning new things, especially if there's something I do the hard way, and someone can show me an easier way of doing it. I'm all ears. Okay, he didn't look like what I said. Fair enough. So I'm getting relatively close to have all words with all three of them. That's why I keep taking 2 of the race which sit on the space station, because it adds up over time, and it's kind of random which ones come first or last. That one I want. That's a good reward. It seems like I have lost the bad rewards from yesterday. They were appalling. I didn't really want to do the missions with those rewards I was presented with yesterday. There was a couple of good ones, but the rest was absolutely bad. So 9 out of 10 times that kind of missions I just took sent me to another system, but let's see. A shuttle. Now it would be an A shuttle. So one thing I have to do is actually to find some tread in the asteroids, and I try to take a little bit here and there so I don't sit for hours, and continue that. Again, it's one of those tedious things, and we all do them, and we all have to do them when we're playing. But it doesn't make intriguing gameplay on a stream, but unfortunately I have to play pretty much as I normally would. Otherwise I am pretty much in trouble. Gamma intensive, that means it's radioactive. And it looks like there is a storm as well, so that starts nicely. And I should have sold all those surplus ones. Okay. That one we can send. I actually should have sent all these plants to the freighter. I keep them there, kind of just in case I need something. Then that's actually quite good to do that. So the storm has stopped, and I will need to find out where I'm going. That way, okay. So this is a planet with extreme fuck. That was not smart. Please don't fall down again. One thing I have learned is do not take those sideways jump over a cliff edge. It is sometimes hurtful. So I need to take a picture of this. That is kind of easy. So now I'm here, I'm actually going to first of all scan animals, because that is money. Well, anything you scan is money. So another advice I give people is to make sure your scanner in your multi-tool is really upgraded as far as you can go. And if you want to see how mine is set up, let me know in chat. I will be happy to do that. Or anything else you might wonder how knowledge stones is good for language. However, it's not something I would go out of my way to get to, but so I'm just being pretty blind. was that? So you can get language, word, or you can seek knowledge of the past, which will direct you to an ancient ruin, which you can dig some artifact out and earn quite a bit of coins sometimes. They can be between 100 and something thousand up to 1 point or almost 2 million coins. So if you're low on money, this is a good one to take, but I am just taking the language because I have a little bit of a competition with myself. So, is that a scanned animal? Yeah, it is. And as it's an extreme world, I'm going to just call my ship. So, what is that? That's a big deposit of something. Bluish. Activated. Engine. I did not even see that was on this planet. Why am I not looking for predators? So activated is a funny thing. It can be hard to find when you need it. That's why I always tend to stock up when I come across. You very often get it from your frigate mission, so I will say when you have that running, you have a freighter and you do frigate missions, you should actually start stocking up quite well of it. It's the ultimate resource if you want to make chromatic metal. It gives the most activated, whether it's activated copper or cadmium, emerald or indium, that give more than the normal things. However, bear in mind it can be harder to get that, so what are you doing? Just asking. So you see I scan quite a lot, but I mean scanning some silly plant life give me 76,000 coins. And if I do 10 of them on a planet, it's actually a nice lump of coins which comes out of it. So then I will go back and hand in the mission.
Weather warning.
Where
Incoming
are
storm.
you? There you are. So the second mission for the void egg for the living ship has activated, so I will hand in this one and then I will go pursue it. Let's see where it brings me. Thing is, there is a timer on when you have done the mission, the daily, or well, the last one was 25 hours, so it actually came up just as I ended yesterday, and it didn't activate. So none of these is useful, so I am going to do two things. Going to space, and I'm going to see if I can find a trade station. The trading post is mainly, I was actually thinking of doing it when I was there, which I should have done. But the reason for that is I do like to shop a little bit before I leave a system, so I have something to trade when I get to other places. Luckily there is an auto landing thingy, and the weather is not very nice.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
So I would normally say sit it out if it's too bad. And also the storms might actually be so strong that they pick you up and throw you around. And that's not very good. See, this is 53%. This is 19, so I'm going to leave that. Star Silk, 42. This is 29. This is just below, but I mean, it's quite expensive commodity, so I'm actually going to do that. Selling things, all the commodities I have is the same here as on the space station, but what change is sometimes the other things you might have. So it's a good idea if you sell other things than commodities, then you can check that on each trade terminal you come across, and you might actually find one which is good or better within the same system.
Extreme night radiation detected.
And then there is, of course, boxes. As a hoarder, I have to take them. So we had a little bit of a discussion. Not all agree that what I'm doing is the right way. Why is that moving? I'm doing these while I go around. Some think that they're not worth the effort, and I'm probably right, but as I said, I'm a hoarder, and I try to get everything I can. So everything which can make me some sort of money, I'm in for it. Don't really care. So we want me to go there. And this is one of the situations where I don't go to the space station first. I just want to do this. So problem is I have no clue what I'm supposed to do here, so clue what sort of... Oh, there's floating crystals. It's hot.
Technology recharge.
So, long burning night wind. Minimal sentinels. That's kind of good. And it's a very long way to walk. However, that's how it is. It was the same with the first mission, so I am going to grab these. But I'm not going to analyze them until at the end, because I risk getting 5 different things which then will fill up. For now it's better just to leave them as glowing minerals. And of course dihydrogen is as always important to get, because I need it for my frigate missions. I know I probably shouldn't focus on that, but it's kind of hard not to. This is not what I need, but I'm going to take it anyway. It's very difficult not to play as you normally do. But I kind of try to follow my normal path as much as I can. It's a little bit difficult to just leave things because you are doing something specific. See, now we have a little bit of a problem, but we'll have to deal with it. It's going to be very hot in a moment. So what I have to do is to go into mole mode and just sit it out. So while I'm doing that, I'll take that, put there. So these you take off of certain things. It's called junk, and you can either sell them or you can refine them. If you refine them enough times, there will be runaway mold, and when that is refined in the end, it will become nanite. So again, I am refining it, and getting what I can. So this would actually be a good time to fill up my coffee cup. I have a tendency to sit and drink cold coffee because I forget it. If you wonder why I have this blue thing on my back, it's my refiner. So the next one will become living slime. The living slime will become runaway mold, and the runaway mold will become nanite. So I'm not going to go that far to make it into nanite yet. I wait until I have a proper portion. So how is the weather? Warm. I could also have chosen to stay in one of the shelters at that base thingy I just passed. That would have done the same. That is protecting you against the environment as well. So now it will become runaway mold, and that's the last step before it becomes nanites. That's actually another thing I can do while we are just waiting. Actually fill off the different things, so it's full. It did warn me about the storms on this planet. So now it has become runaway mold. I'll keep that as it is until later. And I have a, well, 5 runaway mold become 1 nanite. So it's quite a lot you need. Says the weather is clearing, good. And I need to go that way. There's a redstone, so that's another thing I can pick up on the way. Another word. Actually don't know who is the owner of this system. Why King? Okay. if that's what I need to go to. No. Okay. It was a monolith the other day, but well, it might still be, but another one. So question is, what does this offer? That way.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Oh.
Technology recharge.
This is one of those planets which is a little bit tricky because it changes from hot to cold. Okay. Am I going the right way? Roughly. Getting closer. I want that one as well. $261. Getting there. So there's another monolith. So this will probably want me to do something. So I need one pulsating core, which I don't have.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Incoming storm, so those are not very nice thingies, so let's just go into the cave. So I need to put solar array
Technology installed.
there. Something I don't understand, but that is so I need, okay. While there's a storm, that's brilliant.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
Not sure I like the temperature yet. This is one of those things that drains your
Recharge. Technology
shooting very quick when it is like this. So you don't really want to expose yourself too much to the elements. Well, I can't do that, so that's that one is done. So I hope you are friendly, not hostile. Come on. To find out if it is what I think it is. I might have way too much here, I don't know.
weather update. Storm clearing.
Yeah, I did have way too much.
Extreme night temperature detected.
So if you notice, I put the fascium directly on my freighter. Oh, there was a plant who didn't like me.
Units received.
So this will probably take 25 hours. 21, okay. So then while we wait, back to normal business. So I have a fragile heart, which I will keep here with the other ones. And I had this one, which need to go to the sales department, because I could see that ended up there. This, I have no idea if I'm going to need it again. But for now, it is sitting there. So, now we can look for the space station. It was down somewhere. There, and resume normal gameplay until the heart is ready to use. Then we will go to the next mission, I assume. That is very slow-paced mission type, but I actually don't mind that. I think it's okay that everything is not done, bing, 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 done. You invest some time in getting the living ship, so yeah, I'm actually fine with that. It unfortunately is going to take quite a while before I get it, but that is how it is. I see one. I have not been very lucky with finding good multi-tool around on my travels. I have so far only found one S1 on the space station, so, and I've been told that others find them more frequently. See, wiring looms are lower at price here, so that's actually good.
Product received. Units received. Units received.
It took me quite a while to actually sell that
Units received.
precious stones, the unedited. But again, I'm not just selling it to sell it, I want to get some proper money out of it, so yeah. Oh, thank you. Behind door number 2. Some sort of hydroponic bay. Always check the walls because sometimes there are things. It can be a little bit of hit and miss what it is, but at least it is possible. And I need to sell all my modules which is not usable. So just go to one of these guys and sell, and you can see they are sitting nicely by color code. And they give nanites, so that is actually not the worst thing. There are nanites on both sides on Viking stations, so remember to help yourself and remember to check the walls. Well, I guess that's probably okay. I'm very curious what happens when you have all the words and you try to get more words. They will probably tell me to F off. Yeah, that was a weird bunch of words. I do not know what I should have picked there. So let me talk a little bit about rewards. 350 nanites, it's okay-ish. 100 runaway mold, that's 20 nanites. So, no. And not for killing 3 sentinels, no. 500,000 units, that's fine. But it's not what I would call interesting in any way. But always look at the rewards. If it looks good, make sure it is good. 100 always sounds good, but it isn't always. So I'm going to do my usual thing. I'm going to find a trading post and yeah, shop a little bit and then go on to the next system. If I can earn some money, I'm happy. It's not like I'm poor or anything, but it's kind of become a sport. And I do know that there is a limitation how much money you can have in game, so that I will need to deal with when I get close, even get close to that. It's odd. I take them as well. What's the thing is, I know from the space station that most of my things will not fetch anything, but things like normal resources, they differ from trade station to trade station. So I might get lucky and get a good price somewhere. The worst part with storms is you never know how they actually affect. Yeah. They can be quite nasty.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
There's an S-fighter. Oh, it's not even close to mine. It has better damage potential, better maneuverability. I don't know why that shows, because mine has higher number. But someone is attacking, but I am just going to do the usual, take a photo. So we have the coordinates, the glyphs for the planet. It is the south end of the U-Connect 016 at this train station. So I better go to my ship. Where is my ship? Boom.
Hostile ships deleted.
So, back to space. And then on we go. I love when the space station is just next to where you enter the system. And the noise disappeared. Yeah, why not? Ugh. This is another Viking station. I need to remember to use this. So it's done with. C1. It's actually the same things they had in the last system, so doubt anything will really sell. However, which one is the one I need to talk to? One is trying to get work, and the other one is the one you need to talk to. I think it's him. So he needed fuel, poor guy. Wow. This is absolutely outstanding. Yeah, maybe I should not look at my own ship and think, oh, there's another one. I tell you to check the walls and there's nothing. That's really weird. Ally, planet, ally. He was a happy bunny, that's good. I like happy bunnies. So here's 4 missions with things I can't really use. And I can take a photo of a frozen wall for units. That's not really what I want. Good lump of nanites, that is not a bad thing. It looked interesting, but we didn't get a reading of it, so whether it was or not is a question. And I pressed the wrong button again. Oh dear. I tend to do that sometimes. It's really stupid. So I ended up in a system without a space station, it looks like. Trade outpost. So that's one thing I don't like to.
Component repaired.
Luckily I can make that, so
Repaired. Technology repaired.
I do like to have it more if I run into a lot of Sentinel ships. They are not my favorite. So another space station, another set of things. Hopefully something good here. So many C multi-tools. You do wonder if No, I wonder if I'm just unlucky with them. Yeah, you take my...
Product received. Units received.
You see, I can sell some of them with very high
Units received.
profit, so
Received.
that's actually very good. That is something I like. Earning good money is never a bad thing. So workshop. Oh, I'm tired. Yeah, move. You're not that tired. I'm very good at getting to the chairs. I don't know why that happens, but where did that door go? Explore A and the B. If you do see some ships that you're interested in, feel free to ask me to post the portal address for this system. That was bad luck. Most. Knowledge has a customer trends knowledge. Still nothing really interesting. Repair kit is always good, so let's do that. Just to do something at least. Jumping from system to system is a little bit trivial. Caustic nightmare. Doesn't sound nice. Well, it's actually on another planet, okay. Planets are very hostile today, I find.
Technology recharge.
At least it's supposedly relatively close. The entrance is of course on the other side. Bastards. Come after me like that.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Wow. Oh dear.
Technology recharge.
Oh dear. Dearie. It's very annoying rewards today on missions. I don't need. Well, I don't want coins, and I don't want. Nanites that I can get almost anywhere. things which I can't get anywhere else. And I'm not keen on having high risk missions for crappy rewards. That's not really necessary. So yeah, that's the reality of that. But I know you can't always get what you want, and that's absolutely fine. But why do I constantly get the crap and not the good stuff? All day yesterday was pretty much meh. And it started up the same way today.
Product received. Product received. Product received.
But I just keep on going. That's all I can do, really. At least we have found one C S-fighter today, so that is kind of the good stuff.
Units received.
And we have done the second mission of the living ship as well, so we actually have achieved something. Not just jumping around aimlessly. That is, of course, the annoying part. Sometime with not getting anything interesting. But that's the game for you. It has a mind of its own, and it will sometimes reward you and sometimes punish you. Depending what you are looking for and doing, it can feel so much harder sometimes when it punishes you. But can't expect it to be gung-ho all the time though. Let's see what this one actually brings. A little bit of luck, some good missions. Well, I don't care much about the missions, I care about the rewards. Gave me a planetary chart, that is not a bad thing. Relatively cheap wiring loom. So, stuff I can sell.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
Please remember, if you have any questions, you're struggling with something in the game, or you're new to the game and there's something you don't know, but would like to know, then feel free to ask. I'm happy to help where I can. Even though I sometimes seems a little bit like a muppet, then I do know a trick or two, and I'm actually quite good at the survival part of the game. And I'm very good at sitting down on chairs. That has to be said. I think I have decoded how you sit down. This is a bee party. And that was not what I thought would be the outcome, but never mind. I know a lot of people don't do these things I'm sitting doing, but I actually feel it adds a little bit to the game. The more words you know, the better you actually understand what they're saying to you. Okay. There are certain words you should not say, and this was one of them, I believe. One warp hypercore. I just got a gift from one of these, which gave me 5, I believe. So we're back to the balance between risk and reward, it should be in balance, preferably. However, it's not always the case. Not a bee. But worst case scenario is that I will do trade stop when everything else fails. And I will just go and buy some stuff which I can sell in another system. So, if everything else fails, I can always earn some money. More bees. Is that all there is on this planet, or in this system? Bee.
Product received. Product received.
This is just below what I actually want, but the thing is, it's a high value thing, so percentage quickly turns into your favor when you sell. So I need to have a look at the boxes. That's kind of how it is. I see boxes as free stuff. It's an A solar. Oh yeah, there's aggressive sentinels here, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. That was all of it. So upwards and onwards. Next system. That's a outlaw system, so Now it's time to be naughty, maybe? A lot of freighters coming into an outlaw system. Nobody finds that a little bit suspicious. I must admit, I do. Here. AC1. So, black market stuff. I do buy that, then I don't have to pick it up. Repair kits, that's rare you see them sold.
Product received. Product received. Product received.
So, something which can be sold. Not much, but sometimes it's not so bad after all. These seized goods from traders, it is a very dangerous one to go down. What's that ship over there? Oh, it's gone. I am going to take a very short break. I will quickly be back. It will only take a couple of minutes, so stay with me. I'll be back very quickly.